Over the last 4 weeks, I met with 24 creatives from around the world, coaching them to level up in their creative careers. And regardless of the years of experience that they had or their specific creative niche, they all seem to struggle with the same 4 topics. Hi, I'm Hannah. I have been in the creative industry for 10 years as a graphic designer and creative director, and I've also been in full-time freelance for 4. By far, the number one question that all 24 creatives asked was, where do you find inspiration and how do you stay motivated? If you're creative, chances are you felt stuck at some point or another and you seek online sources to find inspiration. Most creatives do feel like there's one form of inspiration, and that's usually all online, whether it's social media, Pinterest, or otherwise. And I actually believe that there's 2 forms of inspiration. The first being visual inspiration. That could be Pinterest, Behance, books, record stores. And then number 2 would be cultural inspiration. So that's pop culture, history, and social media trends. And your best work will come from blending both. My initial response to where do you find inspiration is usually Pinterest. It is a tried and true method for me for any type of project that I'm working on to quickly visualize ideas for the projects that are at hand, and it has become my go-to platform because I have spent years investing in building the algorithm so it is giving me exactly what I'm looking for. And it helps me to visualize abstract ideas. So if there's a style I haven't quite had a lot of experience with, it gives me an opportunity to see what that looks like in different contexts. But if I only use Pinterest, my work would only be a polished version of what has already been made. So that's why it's really important to pull from the world around me as well. Beyond the digital landscape, one of the best forms of inspiration that we can find is removing ourselves from our existing environment. And that can influence our work. And for me, I love to travel abroad or to different states. A lot of the Texan style really inspires me, that cowboy flair. And so you'll see that in my work, but also if I go to Europe, I'm inspired by that traditional, very business casual, relaxed perspective and will infuse that into my work as well. Just being able to get outside of your day-to-day and shake up your environment a little bit will often bring you the inspiration that you might be looking for. Beyond the digital landscape and beyond breaking your environment, one of the most important forms of inspiration has to be cultural inspiration. And for me, I love to use TikTok as a reference point for keeping a pulse on trends, where each generation is at and what they gravitate towards, and also what kind of political or cultural social landscapes are we dealing with in our world. And having a ability to be in tune with these things is really valuable, not only for me and the projects that I'm working on, but shaping the experience with a perspective of knowledge for my clients, equipping them with the information they need to be able to reach their audiences. TikTok in particular is a gold mine for cultural inspiration. For Gen Z in particular, it is their #1 most used platform, with 60% using the TikTok search bar over Google. And millennials, 40% use TikTok, but they usually use it for trends and education. Gen Alpha isn't quite there yet. They mostly use YouTube, but they're still in the know with these trends and being sensitive to that. And soon enough, they will probably be making content for these platforms as well. This matters because if you're designing or creating for a younger audience, but you're out of touch with what they like or what they're inspired by, the likelihood of your project reaching that audience is slim to none. So which form of inspiration are you already using, and which one are you interested in trying out? Let me know in the comments below.